Good morning, good morning. Give me one moment.
Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, welcome. Let me see if the camera is working. Yes, there we go. Good morning. Hi, thank you very much for joining. Welcome to your class.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, welcome. So guys, as you know, right, today we are going to begin our new unit, right? And that is going to be unit number 3, okay? Most of you are already working in homework assignment 3, ¿verdad? Homework assignment 3, and you have until Friday for you to hand in your homework, okay? Let me see. This is básico 2. If you have questions also about the homework, don't forget to ask. Y una cosa más, ¿verdad? Cuando mandemos la captura, especifiquemos si es link 1 y 2, ¿ok? Va, entonces today we begin here, okay? No, still we have, today is Wednesday, pero hoy voy a iniciar la siguiente unidad, okay? Because I'm going to need extra time. Voy a necesitar tiempo. No, aquí está acabado. Unit 4, ay no, ya me equivoqué toda. Unit 4, ¿verdad? Unit 4 y luego pues nos vamos a Unit 5. Today is Wednesday, so today we begin Unit 4. Also, I'm going to send you, les voy a enviar el link de la siguiente tarea el día viernes para que tengan hasta el miércoles de la otra semana para entregarlo, porque ya para viernes no tiene que hacer falta nada. De este viernes que viene al otro, porque es el último día de clase, ¿verdad? Así que, well, let's go ahead and begin. What are we going to do? Well, based on here, basados acá en el programa, right, we are going to begin with sports, right? Sports practice. We're going to talk a little bit about WH questions. Well, to talk about sports and habits, etc. We're going to use how often, right? If you see, this is something that we have already studied, right? So that means that we are going to just review that part, right? Then we have also abilities. We're going to talk about activities and hobbies, can and can't, right? And can also for questions. Questions with can, in this case, yes, no questions, right? That's what we're going to do, okay? Eso es lo que vamos a ir haciendo para ir cubriendo los temas de esta sección. Al finalizar esta unidad, puede realizar el examen si quiere o si lo quiere hacer antes también. Depende de usted. And then for next week, we're going to leave the final unit, which is unit number 5, right? And the final exam, which is from unit 1 to unit 5, okay? So this is the platform for you, right? Vamos a ver cómo ustedes lo ven, que es así. Right, so we stopped here, right, yesterday. So you're going to begin with new topics. Okay, so over here, okay, I brought some vocabulary words because we're going to begin talking about sports, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is to talk about the vocabulary, to use the vocabulary, to learn the words or to, you know, remember, right, some of the words that we already know. We're going to go from easy to hard, okay? Different, you know, levels of vocabulary lists for you to learn, okay? So what's the name of this sport?
Baseball.
Correct, right? So
Baseball.
we're talking about baseball. That's totally right. I'm going to share the sound here. What about this one?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Correct.
Basketball.
What about this one?
Box.
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 Box? Box is a caja. So this one is
Boxing.
boxing, right?
Boxing.
Boxing.
Boxing, very good. What about this one? What do you think?
American football.
Ah, okay, very good. Actually, this is American football, right? Or just football. The thing is that here in Latin American, we called al fútbol le llamamos soccer. Because in the United States, that's the reason why they call it football. Le llaman football because they, try to differentiate, right? The one that it's American football and the other one, which is soccer, okay? Then what about this one?
Golf.
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 Golf, right? What about here?
Running.
Vamos a ver. Good.
Athletic.
Running, right? And remember, we say running, running. What about here?
Soccer. Soccer.
Yes, right?
Soccer. Or
Here
football.
in Latin America, we call it soccer, but in Europe or in British English, they call it football too, okay? What about
Swimming.
Swimming.
swimming, right? Good.
Tennis. Tennis.
Tennis.
Tennis, right?
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Very good, okay? So these are, I'm sorry, basic vocabulary words. Now let's go to medium. What do you think?
Bowling.
Bowling, very
Bowling.
good, okay? What about this one? What do you think?
Racing or something like
Racing.
car racing.
Car racing, very good. Okay, then the next one.
Cycling.
Cycling.
Cycling, right? Cycling, very good.
Fishing.
Correct.
Fishing.
Fishing.
Gymnastics.
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 Right? Excellent.
Hockey.
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 Hockey, right? Hockey, very good, right? So this is hockey.
Horse ride.
Very good. Horseback
Horseback
riding.
riding.
Horseback riding. Here we used a lot of ing forms, okay? What about here?
Skateboard.
Skateboarding, right?
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding, very good.
Skateboard.
Snowboarding.
Skiing.
Skiing, pero también está el snowboarding, right? Which is something similar to skateboarding, but it's like a piece of wood that is plain, right? And that is used, for skateboarding, right? Or snowboarding, I'm sorry. What about this one? Surfing, right? Surfing, okay. So that was our medium, list. What about the hard one? What's this?
Baseball.
No, it's different.
Softball.
I'm sorry?
Softball.
Vamos a ver.
Cricket.
Cricket, right? It's very famous in Europe, especially in England, right? Cricket. What about this one? Anyone?
Ice what? Ah,
Dance.
No, because it's different.
Skating. Skating.
Okay.
Figure skating.
It's skating, but some people call them figure skating or just skating, right? Figure skating or skating. Very good, okay? What about this one?
karate.
Yes,
Karate.
exactly. Vamos a ver. Karate, yes.
Karate.
Or karate, right? Karate. What about here? Mhm.
Billar.
Yes, but in English?
Or billiards.
Pool or billiards, right? Pero generalmente lo conocen como pool, ¿ok? Pool or billiards, ¿ok? Good.
Teacher, está muy cerca la pantalla, no veo. Los nombres es que yo los voy anotando, pero está muy cerca la pantalla, entonces no se ve el nombre.
Fíjese de que a mí me aparece que está completa. Me voy a mostrar.
Ah.
Sí. Creo que en el suyo quizás le ha dado clic a alguna opción y no le
Sí, ya
permite.
lo-
Eso
Gracias.
era.
Ya,
Ah,
ya
va.
lo sí,
Ok,
pero yo
bye.
pensé que era usted. Gracias.
No, don't worry, it's okay. So pool or billiards, right? That's the name of the I would say it's sport, right? Because actually that's what it looks like. It's in the list. So I'm going to move to the next one. What about this one?
Climbing.
Climbing.
Rock climbing.
Very good. It's well, in this case, we just add rock, right? Rock
Rock
climbing. Very good. Rock climbing. What's
Rugby.
this? Vamos a ver. Very
Rugby.
good, right? It's rugby. Very good. Rugby. Again, it's very famous in England, right? Rugby. What about this one?
Why surfing?
Well, no, sorry, aquí está. Es sailing.
Sailing.
Navegar, ¿verdad? That's sailing, okay? Sailing. You take a boat and you sail on the ocean, right? Then, what about this one?
Athletic.
Vamos a ver.
Athletic.
Track and field.
Track and field, right? Track and field. That's the name of this. And actually, I think it's, how can I say, it's part of the games and contests. I don't know how they call them, right? Track and field. Es atletismo, ¿verdad? Atletismo. Track and field. Atletismo. Then the next one is going to be this one. How do you call this activity?
Bodybuilding.
No, it's different.
Way laughing.
Ah, okay. And we say weightlifting.
Weightlifting.
Okay. Weightlifting, right? O levantamiento de pesas. Weightlifting. Very good. What about the next one? Let's see. This one. What's the name of this particular sport?
Struggle or stronger? No, I don't know. How can
Struggle, I
I
mean, yeah, struggle is when you are having a hard time, ¿verdad? Struggle es, por ejemplo, hey, Marce, I struggle with verbs in past. Me cuesta, ¿verdad? I struggle. But this one is wrestling.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Como lucha libre o lucha, right? Wrestling. Okay. So that is a very famous, actually. I would say sport. I remember a student who practiced wrestling and he loved it, right? But no, thank you. I don't want to end up with a black eye. Okay, so these are like the most important, vocabulary words that we have about sports. Okay, now let's practice a little bit. Okay, let's practice a little bit with it. So we're going to go to the slot machine. Do you know what a slot machine is?
No.
No? Okay, so slot machines, are the ones that you can find, for example, in Las Vegas, right? If you go to Las Vegas, these machines are very popular. I will show you one example here, okay? So these are the slot machines, right? And you enter a coin and you pull, the handle, and then lots of images, start rolling. And if you get three equal images in a row, so you get the prize, right? So those are the slot machines. So here we have a similar one, okay? And it says click to play, right? So we're going to click it. So do you remember what you saw?
Basketball?
Okay, that was one. Okay, let's go ahead and do it again. Click to review, okay? So you saw basketball, Flor, very good. And also we had football and running. Okay, so we're going to do it one more time. You have to tell me the sports that you see, okay? Next one, sorry. So what do you see?
Box, football, golf,
Golf, football, what else?
boxing,
Baseball.
Boxing and baseball, dijeron por ahí. Vamos a ver. Yes, right. Baseball, boxing, and golf. Okay, baseball, boxing, and golf. Very good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What about now? Pay attention.
Swimming, volleyball y car racing.
Ok, por ahí nos dicen swimming, volleyball, car racing. Vamos a ver. Wow, very good memory, right? Swimming, volleyball, and car racing. Very good, okay? What about the next one? What about the next one? Oh, sorry, esta es la misma. Next one. Ready? Here we go.
Fútbol, tenis, bowling.
Ah, muy bien. Fútbol, me dijeron tenis and bowling. Very good. Football, soccer or football, tennis and bowling. Very good. Guys, I'm going to stop you for a moment. Voy a darme un momentito because I need to take this screenshot. So, lo voy a tomar en 3, 2, 1. Thank you, guys. Okay. Going to put it here. Solo lo voy a guardar por aquí. O ya no les aviso porque uno solo me la encienden cuando voy a tomar la captura. Y me regañaron. Así que no, hoy de repente la voy a tomar. ¿Ok? Así de que I'm going to share now the screen. Hoy sí que Está cargando. Yeah. Now let's move on to the next one, okay? We have here. Ready? Here we go.
Yes.
Hoy ni yo lo vi.
Fishing, fishing,
Hockey,
Okay.
Fishing, hockey.
Fishing, hockey, and
Skateboard.
baseball.
Skateboarding.
Vamos a ver, skateboarding, escuché por ahí. Now let's see. Excellent. Fishing, hockey, and skateboarding. Very good. Hoy ni yo vi. Sorry. Right, so let's go ahead and move to the next one. Ready? Here we go.
Yes.
Cycling.
gymnastic,
Gymnastics,
cry,
Horses riding.
horseback riding. What else?
The fields I didn't see.
Ok, vamos a ver. Oops, sorry, creo que le di clic a la siguiente. Oh, I'm sorry. Sí, porque es diferente. Pay attention. Sí, this one is different.
surf,
Surf or surfing,
Skating.
Pool.
figure skating, and
Pool.
pool, right? Surfing, figure skating, and pool. Sorry, guys. Creo que perdí la anterior por haber dado clic al otro botón. Now, the next one.
Karate.
Karate,
Snowboarding.
snowboarding,
Or
dicen por
skiing.
ahí.
Or skiing. And baseball. Cricket.
cricket,
Ah, very good, right? So, skiing,
Cricket.
cricket, and karate, right? Skiing, cricket, and karate. Very good. The next one.
Wrestling.
rugby,
Wrestling,
Soccer.
rugby, and soccer, dicen por ahí. Vamos a ver, okay? So, rugby, track and field, and wrestling, okay? So, nos hizo falta track and field.
What is
Rugby,
the track and field?
what is track and field? ¿Qué les dije que era?
gymnastic,
No.
I don't remember.
Atletismo.
Athleticism.
Track and field is atletismo, right? Rugby, track and field, and wrestling. Okay, very good. Okay.
I don't know what is the difference the football and rugby.
It's with the hands. Rugby is with the hands.
But football americano is the same.
Yeah, but that's a different category, right? That's American, North American football. Es norteamericano, rugby es de Inglaterra.
Oh,
Pero
Ajá.
no sería similar al el fútbol de balonmano.
No, I don't know. I'm not pretty sure. Pero
no.
son diferentes categorías, ajá, porque
no,
rugby,
porque el rugby lleva como más lucha,
ajá, correcto.
contacto físico,
Similar al fútbol americano.
no,
Similar.
es lucha, se pelean,
No, es diferente, sí, son diferentes. Lo que dice Flor es cierto, el rugby es bien agresivo, es más agresivo incluso quizás, ¿verdad, Flor? Que el fútbol
Sí.
americano.
sí, porque hay peleas directas, así, del grupo se
Hay
están
wrestling.
dando.
Ajá. Sí,
I
es
don't know
cierto.
nothing. I don't know nothing that is sport because I don't like.
Yeah, decimos I don't like anything, porque no podemos usar
like
nothing con don't, ajá. I don't like any sports, o
I
puede
don't like.
decir, or I don't know, right, anything about sports. O si lo quiero usar, si quiero usar nothing, tendría que ser afirmativa. I like nothing about sports, ajá.
Okay.
Ujú. So yeah, but those are two different things. Son diferentes, ¿verdad?
Okay.
What you can do, right, is to watch a video. Watch a video about rugby. Bueno, aquí no puedo pasar videos, pero si gustan, les voy a pasar algo que les muestre la diferencia. Veamos.
Lo que dijo Flores está bastante claro. Hay más lucha.
Ajá. Hay más lucha, sí, es bien agresivo. Todos chucos terminan con el rugby. Rugby. And me dijo American, right? American football
American
difference.
football.
Ajá, vamos a ver.
Las reglas son bien diferentes y el tiempo de duración.
Sí,
Oh,
that's true. Aquí hay un video.
A comparison of American football.
Aquí les voy a dejar el video en el chat. A ver, a ver.
solo para aprenderlo puedo ver.
Yes, ajá, ahí está. Okay. No, dura como un minuto, creo yo. No,
Ah, ok.
1 minuto 55 dura.
Ok.
Vaya, the next one is, bueno, veamos si hay otra. Sí, ok. Pay attention. Ajá. What did you see?
Weightlifting,
Weightlifting, okay.
Ahí bien.
clean, I don't know,
Climb.
Climb.
Ajá, pero how do you call that? ¿Cómo decíamos ese?
rock,
Rock
Rock
what? Rock
climbing.
climbing, right? Rock climbing. Remember
climbing.
that we use a lot of ing. Usamos bastante ing con sports, ¿verdad? Rock climbing. And what other did you see? Falta uno, falta uno.
Why surfing?
Windsurfing es diferente porque windsurfing creo que es
Sailing?
sailing, ¿ok?
Sail?
Vamos a ver. Sí, rock climbing, sailing, and weightlifting, right? Windsurfing, it's something like this. Let me see. Windsurf, which is deporte acuático, right? But sailing, how can I say it? It's very similar, but I think, creo que el artefacto es un poco diferente. If you see, this looks like a little boat. Parece un barquito, perdón, un bote bien pequeñito. Pero para windsurfing ocupan esto, eh. Look. So it's like a different equipment, right? It looks like it's only for one person. It looks like a board, right? Look.
Yes.
Ajá, so that is for windsurfing. Veamos si hay más. No, actually there are no more. Lástima que no les pude presentar el que yo me salté sin querer. Okay. Now let's move to the test. Okay. And then we're going to move to a different activity. Okay. Test. Jeopardy, right? So for Jeopardy, generally we work in 2 teams. Okay, so we work in 2 teams, but you're going to decide. Cuando usted conteste, usted va a decidir si se lo da al team 1 o al team 2, o si usted quiere ser team 1 or team 2, right? Let's see. We have definition tests. So what you have to do is to tell me the name of the sport. Pero you have to raise your hand. Si no levanta la mano, no cuenta. Okay? So we're going to go with the first one. Okay? Volunteer. Okay, so volunteer, Flor Virginia, team 1 or team 2?
Team 1.
Vaya. Entonces, Flor Virginia is going to go team 1. Next person is going to go team 2. Y así, next person team 1 and then so on, right? So, voy a apuntarlo porque a mí hasta eso se me va a veces. Vaya. Entonces, comenzamos con team 1 con Flor, right? So, Flor, please pick a number.
10.
Number 10, okay?
Sport of hitting a ball over a net with your hand in the sand or on a court.
Do you want to listen again?
Yes, please.
Sport of hitting a ball over a net with your hand in the sand or on a court.
Volleyball.
Let's see. Good job. Okay, it's volleyball, right? So you got a 1 point for team 1, okay? No, sorry, era aquí, vea. Ay, Dios mío. Ya me equivoqué. Oh my goodness. Pero no tiene el signo menos. Sorry. Bye. Sorry, voy a tener que comenzar de nuevo. Culpa de la teacher. Okay. Vamos a ver this. Your party era aquí, ve aquí, Marce, ok. And you pick number 10. Muy probablemente va a ser diferente esta vez, Flor Virginia, pero si usted no lo acierta, yo le voy a dar el punto porque fue mi error, ok. So let's
Okay.
go ahead and begin.
Sport of hitting a ball over a net
no, it's
with
the
your
same.
hand
In the
in the
same?
sand or on a court.
Which is volleyball, right? Very good, okay? So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to give you 1 point. There you go, okay? Volunteer, next volunteer for team number 2. Team number 2. Ajá, Leila, go ahead. Vamos a ver, number.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Sport of using your legs to carry you across the ground quickly.
Okay, again.
Athletics.
Sport of using your legs to carry you across the ground quickly.
Take a look at your list, okay? Take a look at your notes. Which one do you think it is?
Athletic.
But athletic, it's not a sport.
It's not-
Atletismo, probably, but it has a different name in English. Usted el que me preguntó, teacher, what is the meaning of this? You didn't write it down.
Yes, I don't remember.
You don't remember, okay? Who wants to help Leila for team number 2? Listen again.
Sport of using your legs to carry you across the ground quickly.
For team number 2. So 9, 8,
I know.
7,
One more
6. Maritza,
Track and field.
vamos a ver si esa es, ¿verdad? Porque esa es la que nos dice Leila. Vamos a ver. And she doesn't remember. It's running.
Only running?
Era running, okay?
Ay, no.
Yes, I'm sorry, okay? So no point here, okay? Team number 1. Volunteer for team number 1. Vamos con 1, okay? Team number 1.
Pues
Don't worry,
démosle.
it's just a game. Liduvina, please. Tell me a number.
Number 1.
Number 1, okay? Very good.
Sport of hitting a ball with a bat so you can run around bases to score a point.
One more time.
Sport of hitting a ball with a bat so you can run around bases to score a point.
Soccer.
Soccer, okay? Liduvina says soccer. But listen to the definition, Liduvina. It says a sport where you hit a ball with a bat and you have to run bases to score a point. But in soccer, you do not hit the ball with a bat. Todavía le estoy ayudando.
Sport of hitting a ball with a bat so you can run around bases to score a point.
Okay, so Flor Virginia.
It's baseball.
Okay, it's baseball, right? Baseball, okay, point for team number 1, okay? Now team number 2, let's go to team number 2. Come on, team number 2. Leila.
Vamos a ver ahora. Number 9.
Number 9, okay?
Sport of 2 or 4 players using a racket to hit a ball over a net.
One more time.
Sport of 2 or 4 players using a racket to hit a ball over a net.
Or not.
Which one do you think it is?
Sport of 2 or 4 players using a racket to hit a ball over a net.
Using a racket
Tennis?
to hit a ball. Oh, okay,
Tennis?
let's see. Very good, okay? So, yay, we have 1 point for team number 2, okay, over here, okay? Next volunteer for team number 1. Team number 1. Team number 1. Come on, you can do it. We're just playing, solo estamos jugando, okay? Joanna. Number
8.
8.
Sport of racing across a pool using your legs and arms. Sport of racing across a pool using your legs and arms.
Very good, Joanna. Okay, she says swimming, right? So we're going to go back here and we're going to give, this one is team number 2, right? Or team number 1.
No, number 1.
Ah, pues yo me equivoqué, ya ves, por eso tengo que irlo apuntando, qué barbaridad. So
Yo-
team number 1.
Al otro.
Ah,
Me
era
voy
team-
con el 2.
pero en el
O
turno
se
va
puede
team number
elegir o
1.
no.
No, van así, ve. Team,
Ah,
como empezó la secuencia, Flor, entonces ella va con 1. El siguiente que participó fue 2, siguiente que participó fue 1, siguiente fue 2 y ahora es 1. Ahora vamos con el 2. Ok, team number 2. Team number 2. Volunteer for team number 2. Rachel. Number. Give me a number.
number 3.
Number 3.
Sport of fighting using only your hands with gloves in a ring.
One more time.
Sport of fighting using only your hands with gloves in a ring. Sport of fighting using only your hands with gloves in a ring.
What do you think? A sport with fighting with the hands, with gloves, over
Boxing.
the ring. Okay, let's see. Correct. Very good. Excellent. So we're moving to team number 2 and you got 2 points now. Okay, what about team number 1? Team number 1. Team number 1, volunteer for team number 1. Liduvina.
Number 5.
Number 5, okay?
Sport of hitting a ball with a club into a hole on a course.
One more time.
Sport of hitting a ball with a club into a hole on a course.
What do you think, Liduvina? This is sports of hitting a ball with a club, right?
Sport of hitting a ball with
With
a
a club.
club into a hole on a course.
Into a hole on a course. A course es un campo.
Soccer.
Soccer? Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't know if someone wants to help her to be pretty sure. What do you think? No one? 9, 7. Ah, okay, Maritza.
Golf.
Vamos a ver. Golf, that is correct. Okay, it's golf. Okay, so we got 3 points. What about team number 2? Ah, no, este era 2 o 1.
2.
2.
It's correct.
Vamos ahora con team number 1. Okay,
Yes.
team number 1. Volunteer for team number 1. Ajá. Sarvia. Tell me.
Number 15.
Number 15, let's see.
A sport with activities like parallel bars, balance beam, floor, and vaulting horse. A sport with activities like parallel bars, balance beam, floor, and vaulting horse.
This is a sport with activities. So there are several activities, Sarpia. What is it?
A sport with activities
Gymnastics.
like parallel bars, balance beam, floor, and vaulting horse.
Ajá.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastic, dicen por ahí. Vamos a ver. Yes, very good. Okay, excellent. So this is for team number 1, right? Okay, team number 2. Team number 2. Okay, raise your hand, team number 2. Team number 2. Okay, Leila.
Number 30.
Number 30.
Yes.
Sport of grappling with an opponent and trying to throw or hold them down on the ground. Sport of grappling with an opponent and trying to throw or hold them down on the ground.
To throw them down on the ground is tumbar, right? Which one do you think it is?
American football.
American football. Does anyone agree with Leila, or do you think we have another definition para team number 2? Team 2? No? 9, 8, 7. Vamos a ver, Joanna, what about you?
Es la que decía wrestling, algo así.
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Let's see. Yeah, very good, right? It's wrestling, okay? So we give the point to team number 2, okay? Now team number 1, where are you? Okay, who wants to go for team number 1? Team number 1. Team number 1. Come on, you can do it. Let's play. Ya ven que les dejo que les ayuden, okay? Flor Virginia.
Number 4.
Number 4, okay?
Sport using helmets and pads to score touchdowns or field goals.
American football.
American football, okay? Very good, excellent, okay? American football or just football. So that is going to be for team number 1. Very good. Team number 2, who wants to go for team number 2? Sandra, okay, team number 2. Está en mute.
7.
Number 7.
Sport of kicking a white and black ball into a goal on a field. Sport of kicking a white and black ball into a goal on a field.
Ujú. Es el que más conocemos, okay?
Sport of kicking a white and black ball into a goal on a field.
A black and white ball, dice. Any idea, Sandra? Do you need help?
Yes.
Okay, so who wants to help her? Rachel.
Soccer.
Vamos a ver. Yes, correct, right? It's soccer. Very good. So this one is for team number 2, okay? Team number 1, team number 1. Who wants to go for team number 1? Okay, team number 1. Sarbia.
Number 21.
21, okay?
A game where a bowler throws a ball to knock down 3 sticks and the batter tries to hit it with a long paddle. A game where a bowler throws a ball to knock down 3 sticks, and the batter tries to hit it with a long paddle.
With a long paddle, como una paleta, right? So,
Ah.
what do you think, Sarvia?
Hockey.
Hockey? Okay. Do all of you agree? Or does anyone have a different answer?
I think it's cricket.
Okay, we could be cricket too. Let's go ahead and see. Vamos a tener dos opciones just in case. Cricket, right? Very good. It's cricket. Okay. So we're going to give the point to team number 1. Okay. Team number 2. Team number 2. Okay. Who wants to go for team number 2? Participen, chicos. Solo los mismos veo y los demás. Ajá. Sandra. Okay. Team number 2.
25.
25. Okay. Let's listen.
A sport to climb up, down, or across stone formations or artificial stone walls.
Mm-hmm.
A sport to climb up, down, or across stone formations or artificial stone walls.
So what do you think, Sandra?
Basketball.
Basketball, but it says listen.
A sport to climb up, down, or across stone formations or artificial stone walls.
A sport where you climb up or down. What do you think?
Climbing.
Okay, climbing. And how do we call that? Había una palabra antes de climbing. Do you remember?
Rock climbing.
Ok, Leila le ayudó. Ok, bye. Entonces
Okay.
tenemos acá rock climbing. Ok, rock climbing. So we're going to give the point to team number 2. Okay, team number 1. Let's move on to team number 1. Who wants to go for team number 1? Team number 1. Adriana Elizabeth, go ahead. Tell me a number.
20.
20, okay?
The sport of riding a wave toward the shore while standing on a board.
Okay.
The sport of riding a wave toward the shore while standing on a board.
Is surfing? Surf?
Surf, okay. Let's listen one more time.
The sport of riding a wave toward the shore while standing on a board.
Okay, let's see. Surfing, very good, okay? Surfing, so we're going to give, I'm sorry, this point to team number 1. Good job. What about the next one? Let's go with team number 2. Team number 2. Team number 2. Okay, Rachel.
Number 2.
Number 2, very good.
Sport of putting an orange ball into a hoop with a net on a court.
One more time.
Sport of putting an orange ball into a hoop with a net on a court.
Basketball.
Basketball. Let's go ahead and see. Correct. Okay, it's basketball. So we give this to team number 2. Okay, let's move on to team number 1. Team number 1. Team number 1. Team number 1. Where are you? Don't go away. Ajá, chicos, who wants to go for team number 1? Cri, 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 cri. Nadie. Okay, team number 1. Leila va por team number 1, dice. Okay, Leila, tell me.
Vamos a ver. 28.
28, okay.
A sport which includes many athletic contests on the skills of running, jumping, and throwing. A sport which includes many athletic contests on the skills of running, jumping, and throwing.
Dice it includes many athletic contests. What do you think?
Jumping and what?
A sport which includes many athletic contests on the skills of running, jumping, and throwing.
Anyone who wants to help Leila?
No,
What do you
it's track and field.
repeat it?
Track and
Track
field.
and field.
I don't know.
Ajá, yes, right, pero se dice track and field, right? Track and field, very good, okay?
Yeah.
And this is going to be for team number 1, okay? What about team number 2? Team number 2. Team number 2. Veamos Maritza y luego Diego Antonio. Maritza.
26.
26, okay?
A game of contact with an oval-shaped ball that is kicked or carried to a goal, but no helmets or pads are used. A game of contact with an oval-shaped ball that is kicked or carried to a goal, but no helmets or pads are used.
What do you think?
Repeat, please.
Yes, of course.
A game of contact with an oval-shaped ball that is kicked or carried to a goal, but no helmets or pads are used.
It's an oval ball that you take to a goal and no helmet or pads are used. Este es nuevo para ustedes porque no creo que no lo conocían hasta hoy.
I don't know.
You
Es
don't know?
que
Rugby.
Ahí le ayudó Adriana. Rugby, right? Very good. It's rugby. Okay, so this is for team number 2, right? Team number 1, Diego Antonio, please. Tell me a number.
12.
12, okay.
Sport of driving cars around a track.
Very easy.
Sport of driving cars around a track.
Driving.
But what is the sport? Cuando ya llevamos ese driving, pero a un nivel ya deportivo, how do we call that?
Racing.
Ah, muy bien. Okay, we call it car racing. Okay, very good. Car racing, and we're going to give this to team number 1. Okay, team number 2. 2. Ya nos faltan pocos. Okay, team number 2. ¿Jugó? I'm sorry, ¿quién va? ¿Nadie?
22.
Perdón, es que hablan varias personas y no entendí. Tal vez sí
Creo,
me la van.
creo que fue Paola la que dijo 22.
22,
Ajá.
Paola. Pero no veo la mano de
Ajá.
Paola. Ay, pero me la voy a ir a buscar porque no la veo.
Perdón. Es que no la levanté, pensé que ya no había nadie.
Don't
Entonces yo
worry.
dije, es momento.
Vaya, 22.
Okay.
Type of intricate dancing on the ice with skates.
Ay,
A type
¿cómo
of
se decía
intricate
ella?
dancing on the ice with skates.
Yo sé que, pero no recuerdo cómo se decía.
In Spanish, how do you say that?
How do you say, danza, era baile sobre hielo.
Okay, who remembers that? Who wants to help Paola?
Ay, no recuerdo.
Okay, so
Pero
I'll
sí,
help you. I'll help you, don't worry. It's figure skating. O solo skating, ¿verdad? Figure skating or just skating. Ajá, so this is for team number 2. Vaya. Next. Who's next? Vámonos para el punto para team number 1. Who's next? Team number 1. Ajá. Nadie? Okay. Adriana, go ahead.
19?
19.
Sport of wearing long, narrow objects on each foot and gliding across the snow with poles. Sport of wearing long, narrow objects on each foot and gliding across the snow with poles.
Gliding across the snow with
Es como
poles.
el snowboard. No. I don't know.
Skiing, right? But it's similar, skiing, right? Similar to snowboarding, solo que creo que los objetos son diferentes, porque el snowboarding es sobre una tabla y en skiing es un objeto en cada pie, right? But I'll take it as incorrect because we couldn't say the right word, okay? Now the next one, team number 2, team 2. Apurémonos, chicos. Team number, okay, Maritza.
11.
11.
Sport of throwing a ball down a lane to knock down pins. Sport of throwing a ball down a lane to knock down pins.
To knock down pins. You throw the ball and then you knock down pins. Sport where you throw a ball down the lane and you throw down pins.
What is the meaning pins?
I will say the answer.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So?
Don't worry, teacher, tell me.
Pines. O
Okay.
pinos. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Bowling?
Bowling. Very good, okay? Bowling, right? So, ya ven que les dije que si les decía iban a encontrarla. So, this is for team number 2. Bueno, creo que me equivoqué. Aquí sería 1, ¿verdad? 10. Vaya, let's go with team number 1. Team 1. Joanna Elizabeth.
27.
27.
The sport or activity of using boats propelled by the wind. The sport or activity of using boats propelled by the wind.
Boats propelled by the wind. It's a boat. So which sport did we see that in which we use a boat? A boat.
No.
Is sailing?
Vamos a ver. Correct. Okay, sailing. Very good. So this goes for team number 1. There we go. Okay. Next point goes to team number 2. Va para el número 2. Okay. Team number 2. We are even right now. Están empatados. You are even. Leila.
13.
13.
The sport of riding bikes.
Sports of riding bikes.
Cycling.
Very easy, right? Cycling. Okay, very good. This is going to be for team 1. Okay. I mean, 2. Team 1. Ahora vamos con Team 1. Joanna.
14.
14.
Sport of using a pole, hook, and bait to catch things. Sport of using a pole, hook, and bait to catch things.
¿Cómo que se llama? Está el
Bait.
béisbol.
Bait. Muy bien, por ahí escuché la respuesta. Bait es carnada y Flor Virginia dijo fishing, correcto, right? Es un pole, es una caña, un pole, una caña, ¿verdad? And you use a bait, se usa carnada para atrapar, ¿verdad? Fishing, okay? So, point for team number 1. Team number 2? One more? Bueno, ahí, Leila.
23.
23.
A sport of self-defense in which people wear kimonos and colored belts. They fight using punches or kicks and learn katas. A sport of self-defense in which people wear kimonos and colored belts. They fight using punches or kicks and learn katas.
What do you think? People wear kimonos and they use kicks to fight with the opponent, right?
Wrestling.
Very good. Karate. Por ahí escuché la respuesta. Karate, right? So, number 2. Next. Siguiente, chicos. Diego.
16.
16.
A contact sport played on an ice rink between 2 teams to hit a puck in a goal. A contact sport played on an ice rink between 2 teams to hit a puck in a goal.
2 teams and it is on ice.
Is hockey.
Good job. Okay, it's hockey. Okay, so this goes for team number 1. Okay, next, team number 2. Vamos con el 2. Vamos, Rachel.
70.
17.
The sport of using a horse as a means of transport.
A horse as a means of transport.
The sport of using a horse as a means of transport.
The sport of using a horse as a means of transport.
No es sport.
¿Mm?
No es sport.
No, it is a sport. Es un deporte.
El de caballo.
Ajá.
Pero
How
no
do
sé
you call
cómo
that?
Polo, me equivoqué, es polo.
I don't know, remember.
Okay, so how do you call that?
Horse riding.
Ah, okay.
Riding.
Pero decimos horseback riding.
Riding.
Ajá.
Riding.
Horseback riding, okay. And this goes to team number 2, ¿verdad? Vamos, team, para el 1. ¿Quién sigue? Faltan 3. Hagámoslo y terminemos el juego. For team number 1. Nos faltan 3 ya, ok. ¿Quién quiere seguir? Joanna.
29.
29.
The sport of lifting barbells or other heavy objects. The sport of lifting barbells or other heavy objects.
Lifting barbells or heavy objects.
Weightlifting.
Okay. Very good. Weight lifting, right? Weight lifting. Okay. Next. Van a quedar empatados, así que next. Vamos a ver, Leila. Vaya, este es definitivo. Aquí no hay ayuda, porque son los dos últimos puntos, ¿ok? No help. En la primera respuesta que diga, esa es la que cuenta, ¿ok? So, Leila, number.
24.
24.
A game played on a rectangular table. A long stick called a cue is used to hit balls into pockets. A game played on a rectangular table. A long stick called a cue is used to hit balls into pockets.
Leila?
Pool.
Very good. It's pool, right? Good job. So, this one is for team 1, ¿verdad? Esa era para el 1.
No.
Sí,
Oh,
aquí
no.
tengo. Para el 1 iba.
No.
Ajá. Then team number 2. Team number 2. Team number 2. ¿Quién quiere tomar la final?
Please.
Ajá, el último punto. ¿Nadie? Ok, punto perdido entonces. So the winners are team number, people in team number 1. So good job, right? Y la última pues habría sido
Riding a small board with 4 wheels across the street or ramps.
Skateboarding.
skateboarding. Very good, right? Skateboarding. Okay, so that's how it is, right? We got this scored, okay? Así que good job and thank you everyone for participating. Bueno, más que claro, ¿verdad? No puede estar. Aquí tenemos ya, digamos, una lista de deportes que son pues comunes, right? Probably we can find more, se pueden encontrar más, ¿verdad? But you can also search, you know, in Google or in the search bar for a list of sports, okay? Now, another thing that we need to check, okay? Is related to the different verbs, okay? Los verbos que nosotros usamos para los juegos, okay? I'm going to share with you a list. Les voy a compartir una lista, okay? Ahorita se lo pongo. It is going to be... Quiero ver a dónde está. Here. Les voy a compartir estas para que ustedes sepan más deportes y no solo eso, sino que sepan los verbos que vamos a utilizar. Ahí se los compartí en WhatsApp, ¿ok? Now, if you go to WhatsApp, you will find 3 different images, okay? And in the 3 different images, okay, you have different verbs, ¿verdad? Entonces, ¿cómo funciona esto? Bueno, es así. Les voy a mostrar aquí una. Whenever we talk about sports, okay, we need to also pay attention to the verbs that we're using, okay? Sometimes we use go, sometimes we use do, sometimes we use play, right? So as you can see here, we have even more sports, okay? We have bowling, right? We have cycling, right? We have also dancing. Vaya, una cosa más. These 3 verbs, y antes que continúe con la lista, these 3 verbs, go, do, and play, they can be used with different activities, ¿verdad? Como pues llevan, actividades con ing, ¿verdad? Entonces se prestan para que podamos usarlos con los diferentes verbos, ¿verdad? Entonces go you're going to use go with activities and sports that end in ing. You're going to use do with non-team sports in which any equipment is used. And you're going to use play with team sports or sports that need objects such as a ball or disc. Okay, now let's read the first part. Okay, here we have go. Go bowling, go cycling, go dancing, go fishing, go jogging, go riding, go running, go sailing, go skating, go skiing, go swimming, and go wrestling. So all those activities, as you can see, they end with ing. Todas terminan con ing. Por lo tanto, ¿verdad? Every time I have a sport or an activity or a verb that ends in ing, I'm going to express it with go. Now, with the second one, I have do, and we say do aerobics, do archery, do athletics, do ballet, do exercise, do gymnastics, do judo, do karate, do taekwondo, do tai chi, and do yoga. So why do we use do? ¿Por qué usamos do, Marce? Well, because this is used with non-team sports, o sea que no son en equipo, sino que son individuales, ¿verdad? Non-team sports in which any equipment is used, ¿verdad? Son deportes individuales en el que no hay pues equipo específico, ¿verdad? Para jugar. All you need is just your uniform or your clothes, and then you start, your activity or sports. Entonces usamos do con esa lista. And then we have a third list, right? In the third list, we have play baseball, play basketball, play board games, play chess, play cricket, play football, play hockey, play rugby, play snooker, play squash, play table tennis, and play volleyball, okay? So, why do we use play? ¿Por qué usamos play con estas? Bueno, we use play because with these activities, okay, I do it or I play these activities in teams. Se juega en equipos, okay? So, that's the reason why we use play. ¿Por qué más? Because we need objects. Necesitamos objetos, such as balls, ¿verdad? Or sticks or poles, ¿verdad? O de esos objetos que ocupamos para pegarle la pelota, right? Entonces, when we play this in teams, cuando lo jugamos en equipo, entonces usamos play. Cuando es individual, usamos go. Y cuando son deportes o actividades con ing, uso go, ¿verdad? Entonces, those are like the most important verbs that we use with these different activities, ¿verdad? Allá al final hay una warning, una advertencia. We do not use make to talk about sports. Never, never, never. Nunca usamos make para hablar de deportes, ¿verdad? Okay, entonces that is just one important thing that we have to remember, right? So don't forget to exclude make with this, okay? So, do you have questions so far? ¿Preguntas hasta el momento, chicos?
When I use do,
You use to when it is individually. Cuando es individual y no en equipos. Y no hay equipo como una pelota o algún equipo involucrado en el juego.
okay.
Correct. Questions? Any other question, guys?
And go,
Jocelyn.
and go when it is activity.
Correct. Con ing. Dígame, Jocelyn.
Teacher, and diving?
Diving.
Ujú.
¿Cómo? ¿No está en la lista o con cuál iría, perdón?
Ajá, ¿con cuál iría?
Ah, diving, como termina con ing, es go diving.
Ah, ok.
Ujú.
Sí.
Todos los que terminan, aquí abajo está la instrucción. Dice go is used for activities and sports that ends with ing, ¿verdad? Si eso termina con ing, entonces vamos a usar go. ¿Ok? Very good. Any other question?
No.
Okay, excellent. Very good. So, now we're going to talk a little bit about your favorite sports, okay? So we're going to have, some time in the breakout rooms, okay? So you can ask, your classmates about sports, okay? Now, obviously, in El Salvador, generally we are not, how can I say, fans, okay, of sports. And if we do, mostly we do not have, much time to practice, right? But I think, we can talk a little bit about it. Y pues recuerden que lo más importante es, como les digo, practicar con sus compañeros, que es lo que yo siempre les pido porque es quizás algo importantísimo. Esta es una sección de preguntas que vamos a estar trabajando durante esta semana, ¿verdad? O lo que queda de la semana y vamos a ir, son 30 preguntas, pero vamos a irnos solo con las primeras 10, ¿verdad? Luego nos vamos de la 11 a la 20 y así, ¿verdad? Entonces, right now I'm going to share with you a set of questions in the WhatsApp group. And I'm going to check them with you here. Primero la voy a ver con ustedes, okay? So we go from question 1 to question 10. Do you enjoy exercise? Como la pregunta es de sí o no, ¿verdad? Do you enjoy exercise? Yes, I do, or no, I don't. What are your favorite ways to exercise? Si no practica deporte, okay, pero what are your favorite ways to exercise? For example, in my case, is walking. I love walking. I like to have a walk.
What is the meaning ways?
Diferentes maneras o sus maneras favoritas. Ajá, ways.
Okay.
How often do you exercise each week? How often do you exercise each week? Each, cada semana, ¿verdad? Each week. You can say I exercise. No sé si ustedes recuerdan que ya vimos, ¿verdad? Los adverbios de frecuencia. You can say I sometimes, exercise during the week, or I never exercise during the week, ¿verdad? What sports do you play as a child? Do you still play them as an adult? ¿Verdad? ¿Qué deportes practicó de chiquito, verdad? Cuando estaba niño, okay? You can say I practiced soccer, or I practiced skating, ¿verdad? La número 5 la pueden dejar, la pueden omitir. Dice, do you prefer cardiovascular exercise or weightlifting? ¿Verdad? Ejercicio cardiovascular o levantamiento de pesas. Do you listen to music while you're exercising? Yo creo que la mayoría lo hace, ¿verdad? You listen to music while you are doing exercise. While es mientras, ¿verdad? Usted se ejercita. What benefits have you experienced from exercise? ¿Verdad? ¿Qué beneficios, verdad, obtenido? I feel more energized, or I feel less stressed, right? Porque baja el estrés, pero nos sentimos más con más energía, etc. Do you exercise alone or with others? ¿Verdad? ¿Se hace ejercicio solo o con otras personas, verdad? Was exercise important to your family where you were growing up? Mientras usted iba creciendo, ¿le dieron importancia en su familia? Was exercise important to your family when you were growing up? Do you play any sports as a form of exercise? ¿Verdad? Porque hay gente que prefiere ejercitarse o hacer o practicar un deporte. Entonces, ¿verdad? ¿Lo toma usted como un ejercicio, la práctica de un deporte? Do you play any sports as a form of exercise? ¿Verdad? ¿Practica algún deporte como forma de ejercicio? And now, I'm going to move you to the breakout rooms, ¿ok? Y la misma instrucción, trate de practicar. Si está de oyente, entre y escucha a sus compañeros, porque si no aparecen en la pantalla principal y ahí aparecen los que no participaron, ¿verdad? Entonces usted entre a escuchar a sus compañeros y si puede, dígales, ¿verdad? Hey, chicos, no puedo porque estoy haciendo esto o lo otro y pues ellos le van a entender. Entonces, I'm going to prepare the breakout rooms right now. Somos 19, conmigo 20.
Nosotros tenemos una máquina como bicicleta, pero no es automática.
Es estática.
Ajá, y pues empecé a hacer ejercicio. Lo más divertido es que me estresa.
Ay, señor, qué tremendo.
Entonces ya no hice porque me estresa.
No, but remember que it's good for your body, es bueno para su cuerpo. Permítame. Quiero ver si somos 19, si ustedes son 19. Mm, ok, I think I'm going to do una sala
Y todos,
menos.
y todos
Vaya.
los demás ya nos abandonaron.
No, ahí están. Vaya, chicos. I'm going to send you right now. Hoy sí, lo voy a mandar. Creo que hice bien la cuenta, ¿verdad? Así que ahí van y please join. Ahí agréguense. Ya tienen las preguntas en WhatsApp y ya paso ahí a revisar lo que están haciendo, ¿ok? Have a good time. Go, 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 go. Vamos, 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 vamos. Ya casi vienen todos, chicos. Yo creo que ya está la mayoría. Ahí van llegando los demás. Bueno, chicos, it was a good practice, okay? Remember that this was just the introduction to talk about sports, okay? Then tomorrow, we're going to continue with the rest of the topics, right, that we have. Right, because entonces, I'm going to take the screenshot. There we go. And I'm going to stop the class here and I'll meet you tomorrow, okay? Así que thank you very much for joining today, guys, and let's meet tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, teacher.
See you tomorrow,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice day.
Bye-bye, guys. See you.